Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Steady Strong. Today's feels like a nice bright day outside, so I want to kind of work with what we've been working with all month, but as well as kind of raise the heat a little bit with the sun coming out and just really start continuing with the balancing poses, some of the throat chakra, as well as throwing in arm balance just to gear up for the theme that we'll probably be working on next month. So we'll do a lot more with our arms today as well. If at any time you need to, remember, feel free to modify postures and take a break and rest when your body tells you to. And anytime you lose sight of your breath or you find that you're holding your breath, remember to take a pause in a moment and bring yourself back to connecting with your breath and then continue. So we'll begin today in child's pose. Give ourselves a moment to really ground and feel the earth, our foundation, our stability, what supports us. Any comfortable arm placement. You can start with your arms in front or your arms lying alongside your body, and begin by taking deep and slow breaths in and out through the nose. And allow yourself to really sink into your mat, to the floor. Notice how the breath creates space along and down the spine. And begin to soften your shoulders. Your arms are lying alongside the legs. Begin to walk them forward. Deep breath. Side out and spread the fingers wide. Keeping your eyes closed. Inhale, bring yourself to tabletop. Move freely in your body. Circle the hips, the shoulders. Moving into your rib cage. As you continue to breathe, if you can, a ujjayi breath. Circle your neck, head. Arching and rounding your spine. And do one more breath. And sink your seat towards the heels. And thunderbolt. Stretch your arms into the sky. Bring your palms together at Anjali Mudra. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Listen to your breath, your body. And when you're ready to open your eyes, inhale, bring yourself up, stretching your hands to the sky and pressing into the knees. Lift, exhale, draw the navel in, and gently bring yourself to tabletop. Curl the toes under and float back, pedal the feet out. And downward facing dog. And turn your head side to side. Inhale, engage Mula Bandha, squeezing your root. That's our internal lock. Tippy toe, roll the spine forward and bring yourself to plank. You want to keep shifting your weight forward until you're feeling it right under the knuckles. Grip into the fingertips. Hold that plank pose, drawing the navel in. Hug the elbows into the ribcage and slowly lower down, chaturanga. Shoulders lining up with the elbows. Inhale, Cobra, Ujjayi. Deep breath in, pressing your heart forward. Shoulder blades drawn together and down. Curl the toes under, press up. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And take a breath in and out. And two more. Roll forward slowly as you inhale, unfolding. Squeeze the root. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, Cobra or Up Dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And take a breath in and out. We'll do one more. Inhaling forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Right leg to the sky, circle the hips. Big circles. As you continue to breathe, do one more big circle and step the right foot out towards the outer edge of the right hand into lizard pose. And you can stay on your hands or rest your forearms on blocks if you want a little more height, or sink all the way down. Deep breath in and slow breath out. Breathing in, draw the navel in, round between the shoulder blades. Walk your hands in towards the left side. Flex the right foot. Skandasana, side lunge. And you can stay up high or begin to sink, turning your left toes out so that they're in line with your knees and your heel turned in. And this helps to sink them a little lower. If they're elevated, remember you can place a roll or a blanket, something to wedge in between the heel. Breathing in, slow breaths out. And then if you are able to balance here, you can bring your hands to prayer or walk them forward. So take this time to really feel into what your body needs this morning. Breathing in, Ujjayi breaths out. Last breath. Walking your hands in, begin to bend the right knee. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat, step the right foot back. Plank. Option to keep the right leg in split, shift the weight forward, hug the elbows in, making sure those elbows stay stacked above the wrist as you come down. Flow through and meet in downward facing dog. Breath by breath. Sink into the right heel, left leg up, circle the hips. Exhale, step the left foot towards the outer left hand and lower down into lizard. You can stay your blocks to rest your forearms or sink all the way down, and the left leg falling open. Taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. On your next inhalation, draw the navel in, Mula Bandha, root lock. Walk your hands to the right foot, flex the left. And heel in, toe turned out. And you can stay supported or begin to sink the hips, either walking your hands forward or bringing yourself to balance in Anjali Mudra. On your inhalation, Hands walk towards the front of the mat. Step the left foot back, option to stay in split vinyasa. Meeting in downward facing dog. At the bottom of the exhalation, you can hold the breath and hop forward, or if you're still warming up, walk or big step to the front of the mat. Forward fold, shift the weight to the toes. One more breath. Float your arms open, reverse swan dive, reach for the sky. If you want to add a little back bend, lift the heart. Samastitihi, breathing in and out. Ground into the feet, feel the earth beneath you. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bring the weight into the hands, jump or step back if you're jumping. Keep a soft bend in the elbows. And float through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Holding for 5. And stay engaged, pressing down into the earth and forward, tailbone high. Draw the navel in and look through the legs. Exhale all the breath out. You can crouch down, hold the breath and hop forward or big step. Ardha Uttanasana to Uttanasana. Moving breath by breath, take your time. Reaching high, inhale. Samastitihi. Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana. Jump or step both feet back. Exhale. Move through your vinyasa. 5 breaths. And work on your down dog here, pressing the floor away. Creating space between the shoulder blades. Tailbone high. Sink into the heels. Take deep, slow, controlled breaths, Ujjayi. On your next exhalation, exhale all the breath, hold the breath, the bottom of the exhale and jump, or inhale, big step. Leading into Dahhee. We'll do one more, all on your own. Move breath by breath, holding your down dog for 5. And if you forget a step, just continue to move with your breath. It's okay if you skip or leave out any part of your salutation. More importantly, move with your breath. Finding your flow. Taking your time to be present through every part of the posture and movement. Exhaling all the breath. Meeting in Tadasana. Breathe in Urdhva Hastasana. Ardha Chandrasana to the left. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhale to the right. Uttanasana. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. You need to bring your feet a little bit wider, about hips width apart. Exhale, reach your arms forward and draw your knees towards the armpits. Exhale, sink. Breathe in, press up. The weight stays on the balls of the feet, the heels. Exhale, keeping the arms long, knees towards the armpit. Inhale, press up. Exhale, plant the palms down, and you can step back however you'd like to move into vinyasa, or take a crow here, knees up as high as you can. Lie your shin on the weight on the knuckles and the heels. Take a deep breath in and out. And whenever you're ready to step or jump back. Meeting in downward facing dog. Bring your left heel down, right leg up. 3-legged dog. You can hold here. Or flip dog, wild thing. Circle the right wrist, lift the heart, maybe the shoulders. All the energy is lifting towards the sky. Flex the left foot. Bring yourself to Vashisthasana, or side plank. You can stay with the legs stacked, any variation, or support it by bringing your right foot over or left knee down. Whatever variation feels good to you this morning, but keep lifting the hips. Last breath. Step the right foot through to high lunge. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Heart forward. Weight to the right foot. Begin to extend into warrior 3. Hips staying squared and neutral. On your exhale, step the left foot down into a pyramid stance, a half stance, and fold. Nose towards chin. And then on your inhalation, coming up halfway, release the hands. Lower the left, right hand up to a revolve triangle. Exhale, right hand walking forward. Stack the hips, 2 half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. You can keep both hands down and just take a moment to open the hips and stack. Or if you can, bring that left hip right over the right. Hands can stay on the waist. Or bring the left arm up, breathing in. And if it feels good too, you can also go half bow. Free to move breath, subtle movements. Still taking time to open up this morning. Or hold it where you're comfortable. Give me one more breath. Left, square the hips and right arm up. Revolve to half moon. Either looking to the ground or up to the sky. Looking to bring the right shoulder over the left. Exhale, right hand down. Bring your weight towards the hands. Same option if you want. Take a flying crow or bring both feet to crow. You want to feel the weight in the fingertips. And step or jump back. Vinyasa. If you want to, you can rest in child's pose for a moment. If you're feeling it in the wrist, bring that right arm through. Give it a little stretch. Circle and switch. And down dog. You always want to make sure you're not forward where you feel the weight bearing down right under the wrist, but continue to press the hands forward so you're protecting the wrist by pressing down under the knuckles and gripping into the fingers. If you're in child's pose, bring yourself back to down dog. On your inhalation, left leg split and bend the knee to three-legged dog. You can stay here or very gracefully step the left foot back. Lift into wild thing, your heart, your hips. Keeping that right arm engaged, press away from the earth. Flex the right foot and your variation of side plank. You can have your legs stacked, right knee down, or left foot forward. Hand to big toe, any variation you choose here. The hip is lifting. On your exhalation, step the left foot forward to high lunge. Loading your arms to the sky. Clasp your hands behind your back. Shoulder blades coming together, heart forward. And taking your time to ease into warrior 3. You can stay high or come parallel to the ground. Try to keep the hips neutral. Find your drishti, your focal point. Whenever you're ready to, step it down into a pyramid stance. Your feet are both pointing forward, hips squared, and your heel is flat on the ground. Nose moving towards the knee. Bring your shoulder blades back and lift. And release. Reaching forward. Come up halfway and circle the right hand to the ground. Left arm up. into a revolved triangle. If you can, keeping both heels down. Staying in stack. And walk your left hand about a foot or so in front of the left. Bringing your right hand, start with the fingertip and begin by rotating first. Pressing into both the left foot, light in the hand, so you're using your obliques. And you can take any variation, a half bind, half bow. As you continue to breathe. When you're ready to, bring your right hand down, square the hips, and left arm up, revolved half moon. One more cycle of breath. And on your exhale, bring your left hand down, right knee, float it back, either crow or flying crow. And vinyasa. Let's bring ourselves to down dog or child's pose. Bringing control to the breath. And you're ready to Adho Mukha Shavasana. If you're still in there, hold it for one more cycle of breath. Jump or step forward. Leading with the forehead, reach for the sky if you want. Lift the heart. Samasthiti. Breathe in. Tadasana. Urdhva. Exhale to the right. Inhaling to center, lengthen. And then exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, Uttanasana. Utkatasana. 3 squats. Reach your arms forward. Bring your knees towards the armpit. Breathe in, press up. The weight is towards the balls of the feet and the heels. Option to bring it to crow. You can hold it here or keep the feet on the ground. Keep tipping forward till your fingers are gripping into the ground. Round the back. And then if you want, little toe taps for fun. Keeping the weight forward. On your next exhale, jump or step back. Remember, you don't want to feel the weight under the wrist. Keep pressing the weight forward. Use your fingers like you're squeezing a ball, but you're squeezing that big ball of earth. Left heel down, right foot back. Exhale, right knee to right elbow or tricep. Hold here or add a push-up. Bring it down. Inhale, push up. forward and back with your inhale. Last one. Option to go into arm balance here, Ekapada Kundanasana, or that fallen angel we've been working on all week. And exhale down. Breathe in. Right foot through to falling star. If you want to hips stay up, and you can float the right foot. Breathing in. Slow breaths out. And then slowly return, bringing your right foot halfway in, pyramid pose. Inhale, reach up. Both feet are forward, hips squared, tailbone back. Make sure you got those heels on the ground. Reach forward, take a deep breath, lengthen, and arms back. Towards the left foot, the back foot. I like to keep my palms up. If you have longer arms, you might be able to flatten them down and still engage. But from the shoulder to the fingertips, press the earth down and away. Bend the left knee using your arms to feel that weight. So we're not rocking forward to the right foot, but you're allowing your arms to support you. And if you want to break that pyramid, bring the heel back. And then if you want to, you can bring it into any variation of a low lunge or Hanumanasana. Breathing in and out. Float it around. And you can stay here holding this posture as long as you want to either support it. If you have a block near you, you might place it under the seat or under the hamstrings. Rock back and forth. And then if you want to, see, posture we've been working all month is that fallen angel. So you can bring it arms down, right cheek down, and lift. Slowly return. Press onto both sides, curl the left toes under, and hug the knee to chest, round the back, step it back, vinyasa. I always move off my mat. Couple more breaths. And if you want child's pose to rest, deep, slow ujjayi breaths in and out. Take a moment to steady the breath. Left leg up to the sky. Left knee to left elbow. Add a push-up. Elbows right above the wrist. Inhale, push-up. And you can skip those push-ups if you want. Just bring it forward. Engage the core. Draw the navel in. If you want to here, bringing it to balance, Ekapada Kundanasana, or cheek down onto the ground, working into fallen angel. And return. Bring your left foot back and step it through halfway pyramid. Reach up high, circle the wrists if you need to wiggle the fingers. Lengthen, pressing down into the back heel, arms forward, hips squared, breathe in, and then walk your hands back. And you can stay up here the whole time. You'll notice that you're going to feel a lot of opening in the left hamstring. Working on walking your hands back or place them on blocks. And then press down into the fingers. Adding a little weight to the arms by bending the right knee. And you can stay there. You don't have to balance. If you are, your arms are pressing, so you're feeling it from the shoulders all the way to the fingertips. Core is engaged. And then option to step it back into a low lunge or a split. Hanumanasana, monkey split. Hanuman is one of those, the Hindu gods. with the head of a monkey and the body of a man. And in the story, he's leaping through the air in splits. So why we call the splits after Hanuman. Taking a deep breath. If you want to, continue to rock back and forth or bring your cheek down and lift into fallen angel. That's an option. You don't have to go into every single posture if you don't want to. You're good where you are. Try to keep the weight forward. Control the movement back. So a lot of times we think getting into the posture is hard, but really once you're in it, that part grows to be easier. It's coming back down with grace or falling with grace that becomes a challenge. Curl the right toes under, bring yourself back. Let's go back onto my mat. Taking a deep breath in. Slow the breath down. Exhale all the breath, hop or step forward. And forward fold, hugging your arms behind. Bend the knees. Let your back round over the legs. If you need to wiggle your fingers. Unroll the spine slowly, one vertebra at a time. Palms to prayer. Breathe in. Tadasana, turn your toes out or heel toe it so your feet are a little wider. If you know where your feet are in your squat pose, bring your legs out accordingly. And then exhale, slowly begin to sink into Malasana. Bringing your knuckles together. So you want to bring the very end of the knuckle and press the fingers in together, make a fist. And then press the backs of the hands down into the ground, gently rock forward to stretch. And release. Palms open, flashlight the hands, spread the fingers wide, give it a good squeeze. And inhale, stretch, make a fist squeeze. Working on a wrist health, couple more breaths. Wrist squeeze. And then fingertips together. Squeeze, all the fingertips, stretch. Fingers fanning open. Couple more. Wiggle it out. Your left hand on the bottom, right arm on top, open. Option to stay here or drop the shoulder as close to the left knee and wrap your hand around towards the hip crease, right hand back. Find breathing in and out. And once I'm here, I like to kind of let my shoulder go so that I feel that space opening down the side of my neck, scalenes. I'm giving my chest and shoulders a little time to really open up and maybe even start to rotate the right shoulder back. Taking one more breath. And release. Right hand down, extend it out to the side, left arm up. And you can keep the arms open or continue to drop the shoulders. Reach around to the hip crease. If it doesn't come together, you can hold your shirt. But check with that left shoulder if it's kind of fighting forward. Now open it up intentionally, rolling it back and open. Take deep breaths. And release. Bringing yourself back to center. And then circle your hands back for full malasana. If you want, you can keep it reaching for the back of the heels or lift and bring your fingers clasped together to make your full garland. In your head, breathe in. Deep breaths. Notice where you feel the breath. Does it help to create space around the shoulders, the neck, the back, low hip, lumbar spine, all those areas? What do you feel? And gentle release. Squeeze your root and seat yourself down. Lean back and let your legs fall side to side. Big soft breath. Sigh it out. And I like to move slowly here, slow enough so that you're actually paying attention to what your seat feels, the hips. Noticing your own breath. And bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana, sit up tall and lengthen. Hinge forward. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat and soften the shoulders. You can stay as high as you'd like, or if there's room to, continue to walk your arms forward and sink down. Soft breaths. With each exhale, allow your arms and your head to grow heavy. On your inhale, coming up halfway and walking both hands to the right side. You want bringing your left palm over the right and then sink back. Relax the left side of the hip. And take full breaths. Soften on the exhale. Inhaling up halfway and walk your hands all the way to the left, 2 to 3 steps from center. Right hand option over the left and sink. And then relax the right side of the hip. Breathe into center. And then as you sit up, bring your right hand, and I'll show you kind of the back view. You're going to bring your elbows in towards the rib cage and the back of the hand. Try to slide it in between the shoulder blades. If it doesn't go quite as high, you can bring it a little lower. So if you're feeling that tightness in the chest or shoulders, modify as you need to. But if you can, your fingers are going to point straight up towards the neck and you're resting it between the shoulder blades. Guide yourself back and you're laying flat on the hand. And with your legs, you can either twist to the right or let your feet open in Baddha Konasana or lay it flat. If that's too intense, you can also keep your knees bent. With each breath, allow your body to sink into the hand and relax the palms and the fingers. About 3 more soft, big breaths in through the nose, soft breaths out, allowing our bodies to cool down. Relax the mouth and the eyes. Bring your legs back to center and gently roll over onto the left side. Wiggle your fingers out, gently removing. And then taking a twist from your gaze to the right or your knees to the left. Big breath in. Sigh out. Pull the shoulders gradually sinking towards the earth. And on your inhalation, bring yourself back. If you can start seated or roll onto your right side and bring your left hand back. You bring your elbow in as close to the rib cage, and then the back of the hand pressing right between the shoulder blades if you can, or lower if you need to modify. Lean back, right onto the hand, and Baddha Konasana or twist to the left. And then let your legs rest, your arms rest, your gaze is to the right. Taking in deep breaths and slow breaths out. So with the legs, modify as you need to. You can have them straight and keep your knees bent if your shoulders feel a little bit tight. And notice where you feel the breath. Where does it stop? How far down the body does it move and expand? Relaxing the hand, the wrists. A couple more cycles of deep breaths. Sigh it out. And gently roll to your right and release the hand. Wiggle the fingers, circle the wrists. Let it open to the left. Turn your gaze to the left if you want, crossing the legs or just placing an arm over the legs to hold it to the right. And a deep breath, sigh it out. Begin to move into a comfortable position for Shavasana. You can lie flat on your back or stay in cobblers, reclined cobblers pose. You might place bolsters or blocks under the back or the knees. Whatever feels good for you today. To really be able to find some stillness. And once you find a good place to lie still, close your eyes and see yourself where you are in this moment. Might be in your favorite room. You might be practicing outdoors today. Wherever you are, see yourself there. Notice the sounds around you. Cars, birds, your family. Objectively listening, knowing those sounds are there, they exist, without judging or wishing that it was a different sound or it would quiet down, but just take it in without putting or attaching emotion or want to it. They're just there, just like you are. You are part of their surroundings and they part of yours, just coexisting. And with each breath, begin to bring your awareness, your attention inwards, closer and closer to you. Those sounds fading into a distance, your breath growing louder. With each breath becoming a part of the earth beneath you, picture your body melting into the ground. Allowing yourself to be absorbed by the earth. Your every essence being as much a part of that earth as the grass, the dirt, the rugs, all one. As you take a deep breath, begin to bring your awareness back. Move your fingers, the feet, if you want, stretch. As if you're awakening for the first time today. Whenever you're ready to find fetal pose on your most comfortable side. This posture symbolizing rebirth after each death of each shavasana or corpse. We bring ourselves back, renew. Moving into our next cycle, bringing with us all those things that help serve us to be our higher self, and releasing what no longer serves us, even if it's helped us along to get this far. With your eyes closed, find a comfortable seated posture. And today we'll chant peace, shanti. In one breath, you're going to say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we'll do that 3 times. Each breath, 1 Om, 3 Shantis. And then finish with 1 more big Om. Taking a deep breath, exhale all the breath out silently. Chanting peace if you're more comfortable, or Shanti. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a deep breath. Hold that energy in. Another sip of breath and just lock it into every part of you. Releasing through the nose back out into the world. Thank you everyone for coming and joining us here at Dahhee Yoga. Have a beautiful Sunday. Namaste.